Hello and welcome. This is what I call my generic hello for those sessions where I've had a splice to a video. So this is, I don't like you to just wander in and see a bit where it's been spliced without me saying hello and welcome. So yes, please enjoy the content. Well, as if you stick V mode on, the grass is not going to move. So what we need to do is, if you do ever use V mode, is actually, let's stick that as deep in as we can. I would say that's about right. So we need to get rid of a bit of the grass. Got to try and guess this. And I'm not sure it's going to be the same colour. Yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of that there. Not sure if it's the same colour, but we can add the colour. Yeah, because if you do it in V mode, it doesn't do these shrouds. I was going to say shrouds. It doesn't do the skirts of the production. It disappears it, and you get the ground left as it actually is. So that is rather a bad thing about it. So if we do that now, we're going to need to do a bit more at the back, aren't we? Let's do that again then. That's the only bad side about the V mode really, is that fact. Yeah, so it was, oh, I changed. What did I do there? Did I move? It is asphalt. Change the shape somehow. I don't know how I did that, but let's try that again. And I think, yeah, it's tough. If it doesn't work this time, don't spend half a session. Yeah, I think that's not bad. Yeah, because we might be slightly, yeah, we need to check. I want to make sure realistically that we're not going into the actual shed itself, so we really need to be looking from this side. So that I want it to be up against it, like it would be, you know, like that. We need to spin it around slightly because we can get away with that. Oh, is that going to take too much of the swing room? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Yeah, that is. If you look at the down, that looks about right. It's a little bit close to the Omatana, if I'm honest. For what? Yeah. Let's go and have a quick look at that. In fact, let's take this with us. Let's not try and crash anything. We'll stick the milk in. Yeah, if it's just this session is really a matter of, I think, sticking. I did not expect this kind of turnaround though. I mean, I know we've had 750 grand not long back, but I know again it is all that silage is done. We will buy some now though, as you would do. Let's switch that off again now. I think we've put markers everywhere we need to be. Let's get those wood chips in storage. Not that we're going to get rich from that, but was not what it was about at all ever. It does seem though on this that the trees don't produce the same amount of wood chips as on other maps. Yeah, I've cut big trees down before and you've got like 25 or 30 tons. On this it seems really subdued, the amounts that you get, which is a little bit strange. Right, let's have a look. No, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's not done anything awful. I always hate putting two productions close to each other because it does weird things, but I can live with that. Little tiny bit of a lift just there that you can see a bit of daylight under. Yeah, it's okay. It's done exactly what I'd hoped. As in, like, we're not going through the building. We did build. Yeah, there is a bit of daylight. If I could get, yeah, you can just see there is daylight. That was probably one of the best placements I've ever done, where you do that, because I usually leave a massive gap. So we've done the lords. Can we get around? That's the real trick. Let's just try to get past with this, because if not, we will remove that one tree to the right of us. It is altering the no, I think that's, yeah, it's, I mean, we have to swing around here with grass, although we don't need to swing around here with grass anymore. That is definitely true. We have changed the dynamics of the Let's Play. We have a all-in-one production down the bottom. We will be taking the blue TARDIS down that end though. We're going to be using the big tanker now for most of this end, the dirty tanker for the dirty stuff, and we are going to buy ourselves another one now that we can realise that it's the Mantrids. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It was was literally the getting used to it again, really, as in. But I mean, no, I wasn't really sort of trying to be nasty. Let's put that down, and then let's drop it, not from a height. It looks a lot better when you do that. I often forget. So then, milk. We also need to upgrade very, very heavily. I think we're going to be probably talking. I don't know whether that. I think that was a few months worth of. So we want the 40 ton. We're going to go for 2 of them. No, it's going to be too messy in this yard. Let's take this straight down, and we'll grab one of my usual 40 tonners. I'm trying to think. Its unload rate's a little bit awful, isn't it? I think we ought to go for another Mantrid. So I think we'll just grab a. Do we just grab the lorry and just? Or do we? Yeah, there's a point actually. I have a point there. Yeah. I'm going to stick it as the orange, actually. Yes. We're going to catch the bus and pop down the to the shop. And I'm obviously not in the right screen because that should have clicked me to it. So, visit. I should have been able to visit. But I didn't. Right, okay then. So, we want another one of those. This one's going to be white. Yeah, it is, because its unload rate is phenomenal. It's even better than the H2 Studios, which is quite unbelievable, because the H2 Studios is good. But I've got to give this its due, having tested this a few times now. The Mantrid seems a little bit to have the advantage on that, the unload rate over the... we're going to buy another biggie. We're going to go off-road, because our roads are a little bit... We are going to go beacons... can't see the beacons. Yeah, I like the round ones. Attachers. We are going to stick a trailer hitch in case we have any field types or fill decal, fill level indicator. Yes. Main colour. I'm going to change that to white. Customise, and we don't want chrome for once because chrome is silver. We want white. Plastic. It's alright. It is. I think that it's clearly enunciating exactly what we need it for. I didn't think we would be having 2 lorries on here, but it does sort of make sense, really. I'm not being funny. It was a cracking deal for that as well. Let's repair that if I can remember where the repair point is. Now this would take the Katrina. Is it the Katrina? It is, you were right. Don't you? I'm doubting myself an awful lot recently on things. Right, yeah, so we really do need, if we're going to have as big of things as... I assisted myself by leaving a bit of a blob of muck, did I not? Right, repair. Yeah, I don't mind. It can call me a cheat because I don't think a 600 horsepower is well beyond the realms of a possibility for this particular type of thing. I love the fact this comes with a fantastic trailer hitch straight away. But we are more interested in grabbing milk now. Ooh, I could hear its engine then. That was beautiful. Right, milk. Yeah, this particular session. We're not going to get onto the grass. No way. This is more going to be just about getting all of this stuff going and upgrading our empire. Yeah, we are growing into an empire. I never thought we'd say this here. This has taken us well over a year. But I've got to be honest. When I say that, we did do well in that year. Wow, there looks a lot of weeds in that for saying we went over that with a proper... Yeah, I can see why Mr. CLP sometimes switches his weeds off when you look that, I mean, I did everything properly and we've got a lot of weeds, which is going to mean that my yield is down and I've done everything properly. Not really good. Yeah, I do like this. It's got a small form factor. I like it, although when you look, it's not that much different to the other lorries. The Volvo, I don't think that we've got is not really that much different to this. But yeah, it seems a little bit more sleek, which on an English map is probably, I think I chose this on Greenland's for that exact reason. The only bad thing is it's not got a back window, so if you are doing realistic where you can't look through your back window, which is rather, that is a bit of a shame. Now then, let's not crash into any posts, or we're going to need to open these portholes, but not until we're next to the milk. Now, where is the milk? Is that down the other end? Oh, I haven't even got the portholes open and you're dragging stuff now. What's that about? I've never known that to do that before. Gordon Bennett, man, true, this really does need fixing. Seriously does. I didn't realise it did that. What's that about? I thought it was only with the portholes open. Oh wow, that is, yeah, I think it is this end. I am sure that behind that there is the milk machine, the milk thing. I'm sure it is. That looks like the white stuff to me. Right, now then, while that is filling, no, we need to be doing this particular menu. We need to be upgrading our productions. We do. We want to be upgrading. We could even do the Grain Quid Pro. That is amazing. Domatana, I don't think needs. Right, so then, farm dairy, we want to be doing upgrade. Quite a few, I should say. Yes. That's the only thing that's annoying about it, is it keeps disappearing. Does it go to the bottom? It does, doesn't it? Yes. 24 tons storage, 30 tons storage. 40 tons. I would imagine 50 is at the minimum we're going to have to go for. Yeah. We should see if it can cope with like 50 tons per day. I know this time we've got a lot more to stick in. What we'll do is we shall stick it into the. Now then, that wheel loader is now again in my way. Poor wheel loader is being shifted from pillar to post. We could stick it away for a little while, although yeah, I'm probably going to need it 2 minutes later, because that's what usually happens when I put things away. It's like the universe laughs at me for my attempt at tidiness when it knows I'm not normally tidy. Yeah, the rest we'll put in the Grain Quid Pro, and we'll get it to push that, so I think we probably will have an upgrade. Wow, that cost us quite a bit, even though that was cheap. We want to upgrade the lorts as well, because we're going to need to ramp up the productions for the clothing and the yeah, which we're going to switch on. On outgoing you have to do it, and upgrade, absolutely yes, and then it goes down to the bottom. Right, upgrade, yeah, because I've got to be honest. Right, so then what do the clothes up to 79? Really, is that all? I thought I'd upgraded it. 79. $300. 79 times 45. 790. Oh no, it's about 3 tons. Yeah, per day. That would be quite a lot. It would. But I do still think we're going to do another one. If anything needs ramping, I think we had this about level 7 on. I think we're going to do one more. I know it's costing us a lot, but you've got to speculate to accumulate. You really have. Right, so then let's put this in, because that is going to fill the. Then the rest we're going to stick in storage, and we're going to tell that to. Yeah, again, I know it was spending a fortune, but you've got to ramp up your productions to match what you do. I mean, on Hobo's Hollow, I think I'd got 6 or 7 dairies. Which was very, very messy, really. Very, very messy. Now then, this is trying to find the fill points for... why was that trying to overload over there? Oh. Whoa. Do you like the tyre noise? You have to have it really quite high. Right, let's grab those eggs that I'm sick to death of dragging around. Let's drag them over here, where we're not likely to... what have I bumped into? Ah, TPS. Still, we're flying. It never ceases to amaze me that when you actually fly. Right, let's grab the other one out. We're certainly doing well on the eggs. There's a lot of eggs here. There really are. No, we don't want to be flying. Aim for realism. I don't really think flying is realistic. Right, now then, food for the chickens. We're going to need to buy some in bulk, I think. I think we are going to buy like a load, a 70-tonner, and stick that in. Because I think, to be honest, if we're going to go through... no, we're not going to go through tomorrow. We're going to wait till the... just going to grab some more of this, and which is the easiest way. That's going to be a nasty turn if we try to do that. Oh, it's the net wrap. Let's try not to do that. Yeah, I mean, this is why I said it was going to be difficult with lorries on this, and why really the H2 Studios tanker would have been a bit of a... yeah, it's a little bit longer. This is hard enough, and this is quite a bit more sleek and smaller. Now, oh no, I've not. It's all right. I can grab the portholes because there's nothing to drag around that's loose. Or maybe the Samurai. Yeah, it was the only... I think that might be subconsciously why I stopped using the Mantrid, was the fact that it used to drag stuff around, and there's always something loose on your Let's Play that you forget about. And it used to be annoying, which is I think why I did stop using the Mantrids, as well as the fact that I mean, on a Let's Play where you can afford a lorry, really, it's not the end of... right, we need to also, I think, do the Grain Quid Pro. This is going to be expensive. It is. Yeah, one more I think as well. I think we can just about afford that. No, I think we'll forgo that for now. Oh, I think we're going to need to, if I'm honest. I think I'm right. Yeah, I think I am as well. It's just the cost is rather somewhat expensive. Well, it's not. It's a... right, we need to be going down to the outputs, and we need to upgrade. Yes. Right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, now we're right back down to pretty much where we were before, spending another 700,000. This is true. We have. But that is sometimes the price of progress. It is. It's gonna literally pay dividends in the long run, and I'm not gonna need to keep upgrading this. It's one of those things that happens. Look at that for an unload rate. That is amazing. I think it is slightly faster than the H2 Studios. I really do. Not by a lot, because H2 Studios is super duper. I mean, I've tried, I think, almost everything, almost every tanker in the game, and I have... yeah, that's not... let's just pull you back. I think the IMT I took out a few days ago, and then I wanted to try that on Neverland and realised I took it out. It's because it was slow, but then I haven't tried it again, so I probably am going to give it another shot. I'm going to grab that, stick it in, and or have we bought it now on Neverland? I think we have. And I can't see it being improved. All the others are exactly the same as they were, as they have been forever. It tends to be one of those things that people make and leave it as it is because they're happy with that. Yeah, I think I like the fill rate on this as well. Although I think sometimes it's affected by the actual things themselves, like the Horman's unload rate and stuff like that. So yeah, so next session, what time is this rain going to stop? That is what I want to know. Weather. What does the weatherman say? The weatherman says it should be finished 43 minutes ago. So the weatherman's totally wrong in this world too. Let's have a look how much milk have we got left. Surely that's it, isn't it? No, seriously, another 95 tonnes. Wow. Oh, it's not liking that. And yeah, I don't think I've gone so far that it was really bad. I think what we'll do is we'll leave this next to the milk so that it's always there. I think we'll reverse in. Just check, this is sticking it in here, isn't it? Yes, it is, definitely. So we made a fortune and we spent a fortune in one session. We're just about back down to where we were before. But we need to be pressed. Yeah, let's do everything on camera. We need to be sending the milk from that. So we need to activate that. And we need to distribute the milk from that to the... yeah, 100 tonnes. We need to be distributing that because that is going to go to our dairy when there's room, and that saves us a job. Going forwards, all we need to do is stick that straight in there. Although, yeah, would you when you can go direct to your dairy? I don't know. It's closer. It is closer. It is true. You would, wouldn't you? Right, that is a bit close. Let's just take that backwards a little into the alcove. But I don't really want to get too... yeah, I do love this tyre sound that we're getting now. It's amazing. Alarm telling me to get up. It's a little late. Right, so one more after that. I can't understand, why is the milk so fantastic? Am I complaining? It appears I am. Oh, and also the other thing is we've switched the milk on, but we haven't switched the milk on in our dairy, have we? No, we haven't. This is true. We need to be getting our businesses going. That's a point. Have we got... what have we got in the name of... I think we did everything, didn't we, already? Storage, 150 tonnes of that. 29 tonnes of straw. We already have got some straw in there. I didn't realise I'd got that. Let's have a look. I thought we'd got some... soy, seeds, eggs. No, we haven't. We did, obviously, whatever we... oats. We did have oats. That's right, I remember now. Yeah, right, anyway, let's not get sidetracked. I know what I'm like. I've gone in here to do the production, and then I'll go out and I'll have forgotten to do it. So then we need to stick on... wait, I can't seem to find the production. The dairy, where have you gone? No, that is a dairy as well, but that's not the one. Right, now this is one of those things that we're going to literally put straight on selling, because it usually is one of those things that does not. Now we're going to need to buy some sugar, aren't we? Am I going to allow that? Yeah, I am. Yeah, because do we Do we buy a field? Not now, because we haven't got the money, but do we buy a sugar beet field? Is there anybody planting sugar beet? Only one. Oh no, so two. 62 and 20. 20 is the closest. I think we're going to literally... Just checking something. No, 96 isn't growing, so yeah, even if the AI own it, it's not. Yeah, right, okay, so sugar beet. We will get some planted for future, we shall. And we'll invest in it. Right, we want to get the rest of the milk out. Are we going to... No, we're not going to go through because we've got grass to cut. We'll speed time up, I think, for the next session. I think it might be more advisable to stick your nose in here and actually reverse around, because then at the end of the... If we get into good habits of like knowing the best position to go and the best way to do things, which I always find is very important, then we can leave this, yeah, because we shouldn't be cutting the grass now in this, so those gates can stay firmly shut unless we're doing something. Right, let's have a look. How much? Let's just jump out, it's easier. Right, yeah, this a little bit, we'll leave that. Food 449 tonnes. Straw 70 in both, so yeah, we need to buy some at some point. Mineral feed, we're out. We need to buy some mineral feed, and no, we don't want that opening. Will not shut. It will. You're in the wrong place. Right, let's stick this in. Aha, we have literally emptied it. Fantastic. Whoa, now that was inches away from hitting the petrol, the fuel tank. I was going to say petrol, but yeah, I would say it's diesel, really. Right, yeah, we've sent that to that. We've switched on our milk. We haven't switched on... Yeah, I did say this, and this is probably going to be a long one, because we are... Yeah, I want to get everything. I want to get the... all the production going to do our clothes. Now we've ramped up productions and spent a fortune on all of our things, so we need to be going nose first into that and then reverse straight around to that is where we need to be. Not too tight. Oh, careful, you're going to jackknife. That was yeah. Now that's true. This is the Roadrunner's my favourite lorry, but that does do that clicky thing. It does. That's one thing it's not good at. Whereas this has no such problem, as you just saw. Let's drop that there. Do we leave this around here? Right. Okay. We need. Front loader actually would probably be the right one. We want the little tiny... Yeah, we're looking rather full, I've got to be honest. Yeah, so we need to do quite a bit of lugging now. Yeah, I think we're going to grab some mineral feed, and we're going to grab the wool and stick that into the lorts. Do we time lapse this? Because there's a lot, and this session's already going to be quite large, I would say. I've seen quite a few of the... Now, do we take that? Stick the wool on, and then that's not a bad idea, I don't think. Yeah, I think that's probably the better of the two ideas. I think I will. I'm going to go into a time lapse because it's going to... So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the wool, stick it onto this, stick that in the lorts, stick the production on, which we're going to do that now on camera before we do that. So we need to grab the lorts, and we need to stick clothes on to be produced. We need to stick the wool to be produced. We said we're going to do sugar, so I think we're going to literally... It's going to be crafty and go sugar cane. And then we're going to go to the outward goings, and we could also do the dairy on this one as well, because we've ramped this up. This also would be super duper. That's a point, I never thought about that. It's true, it really is. So we want to switch sugar on, and that's going to be distributing. We've stuck it on, we have, and clothes want to be storing. fabric wants to be distributing, because obviously it's 2 processes in one. Right, smash it. So we've done all of that. So let's grab the lots of wool that we have. Yeah, I'm going to time lapse it. So we're going to grab the wool, stick it in the lorts, and I think then that will be pretty much a wrap. No, we've got food. I think we'll do that next session. We can't build Rome in a day, which is what I think I'm trying to do. It's good enough that we've put the productions down and invested in our business. Yeah, I think that now it's a matter of, right, let's stick that about there. Oh no. Yeah, true. If we pull this tight to that, we can still get past it to grab it. So we could grab the Bureau and borrow it. It is much more stable if you put something on it. You could also then get it in a nicer place. How many? I think 2. 2 at once is the max. I mean, it's 10 tons really. We technically wouldn't be able to do this really, but the game allows it. I'm going to use the mechanics as we've been allowed. Ooh. Yeah, if we go in the middle of these 2, should be able to get the 2. Actually, no, it's yeah, 5, 10. It's not heavy, is it? It's 7.9 tons. A lot of that is weight, so this is actually quite light. It's 10,000 litres. It's not 10. It's not 10 tons. No. Now then, let's grab the Bureau. We'll do that straw because it should allow us to do some now. And when I say some, I mean absolutely tons and tons of it. I just cannot get over how much 3 horses literally do. I think that's not quite right. I think there's a bit of an adjustment that's been done a little bit the wrong way. But hey ho, I've got to be honest, Cavalier Roy's done a cracking job of the things. I think I can put up with a little bit more expensive of straw at present. I can. Right, let's stick this. Now then, it's not going to be perfectly square, I've got to say, because otherwise I'd be doing something. Can't quite get it right because of where I am. We're going to leave that one, the end one though. Yeah, I suppose we could do that. I was just thinking sort of to myself that I could actually just angle these and grab them like in a weird angle. Should get the 2, and then we've got to sort of like angle ourselves so that we match that on the other side, which is not always that easy to do. But we could, I suppose, stick them like that. So we've only got like 2 more to go after this. So yeah, we will do it just, I think. Oh, yeah, really, that was very messy. I'd like this as square as possible. I think we just slammed into the fence pretty much. Yeah, this is the last job I think of this session. Let's try and not graze the fence. We need to pull out. And then we need to do love these. These are amazing. They really are very. I mean, when I say very realistic, I mean they do a lot of stuff that's really good and aids in the realism with the game is at present. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not meaning it's realism in so much as, well, if such things did exist, you could do that, of course. Right, so we've got 30,000 litres. I'm not going to say 30 tons because that's not right. 30 tons of this to stick in the lorts. So I think we've got all of the business partners that we need. We shall tweak. We may well also, use the lorts for dairy as well. I didn't think about that because I think we'll be. If I don't know how we got so much right, let's do that now as well. There's a little tiny corner that is annoying me already. Let's zip in a little, just at that angle there. I think we should just about be able to do. We want it to be small. Now the orange bit in the middle is the active bit. Yeah, that'll do. It's not going to be perfect, I know that. Yeah, there's going to be lumpy bits somewhere, but it is what it is. Right, can we pull far enough forwards? I think we can. I think we can go right into the hedge almost and grab all of that. Yes, we can. Perfect. I do love it when a plan comes together like that. Yes, I did used to watch the A-Team a lot. So much so that those sayings are in my head. It's true. Right, well, the rain is still going and I'm going to hit the shed. Yeah, the Bureau is also on... I don't know, did I mention? Yeah, no, I did mention it early on. Yeah, I've done a beginning session on the Hills of Tuscany. I couldn't think of it. I was not. Yeah, the Hills of Tuscany, and that also has got a Bureau. Nearly every single Let's Play that I've had, you don't see the Bureau for ages, and then it's everywhere. It is. It is a cracking tractor. I've got to be honest. I fell in love with this after Balkanska. I never was a massive fan of it. I've got to be honest. I had it on. I think it was one that I didn't do. It was yeah. I did a start from scratch on. What's the name of the map? Only My Favourite Map by Oxygen David. Begins with C. You'll all be shouting at me. But the one that the first map that was released by Oxygen David on FS22. That one, I love that. I did 2 Let's Plays on it. But I also did a first attempt at start from scratch. And I didn't do it, and it actually featured the Bureau, but it wasn't working because the fields were really hilly. Calmsden. I was thinking of Calm Lands, but yeah, Calmsden. That's the one. So that one you never saw because I never released it. It was one of them I did a start episode and I was not happy with the results, and the Bureau was... I'd got it trying to bail and it wasn't capable of pulling the baler that I'd got. So it was one of those things where you think, nah, it's not going to work, leave it alone. And yeah, then I went for the other start from scratch and I was happy with that. So then we should now see... Oh wow, we had a tick up at 10 o'clock that was rather meaty. 666 straw slurry. Still got 49 tons of slurry in. What? Seriously? Right, we need to... Next session, we need to be grabbing a thing of mineral feed. We want some more straw. We do need to get some silage to them, but definitely mineral feed more than anything. Yeah, the silage is... And the hay, actually. We've got loads of hay. Now then, that is the point. Do we push the hay to the Grainquid Pro from the Omatana? I think that's not a bad idea. So which one is the one with the hay on? It would be the one with ticks. Yeah, this one here. Cresta hay. We want hay, 663 tons. We want that. Distributing, and we then need to go to... Yeah, I'm trying to show off the Grainquid Pro as well, because I don't think people realise just how wonderful this thing is. Yeah, so we want to be calling for that, and we want to be... We can't do anything with it. Obviously, you can't send that to... Although it's technically a production, it doesn't appear anywhere, so we just want the hay storing in that. Be interesting to see how much goes in the hour, because if you look closely now, the Grainquid Pro has got 79... It had 20 something, now it's up to 79 tons, but it does work differently with things. Some digestate, it does the whole shebang. So I'd like to increase to take it to 11 o'clock because it's still raining. The weatherman's totally wrong. Oh, okay, it's and by magic you mention that and the weather settles down. Let's go to 11 o'clock. Right. Oh, well, we're earning more money as well. Amazing. Right, okay then. So let's go to the Grainquid Pro and see how much hay has landed in the... It's done the whole lot. Has this been changed? It used to do the... Well, it does with some things, I know for a fact, because we've tried it. So it's like it's shifting the whole shebang now. So I've upgraded it for no reason because it does it anyway. Oh well, it is what it is. It's super duper. Yeah, some things are affected by that, but obviously not that. That's what I'm saying. I know that silage. Digestate, sorry, I shifted that I think on Neverland, and it shifted hundreds of tons. So that, but then other things it does shift little bits. The mineral feed that I've done before only sticks to those, so it's weird. Some things seem to stick to the amounts and other things don't. So we've now shifted our hay from the Ometan up to here. Now you can see that that's going to be very useful when we're at the bottom Ometana, when we're grabbing the silage and sending it to the... I do love this feature of productions. It really means you don't need to lug around like you used to do. So next session we're going to cut our 3 grass fields. I think our empire, we are having our minions work in the background, pretty much doing everything that we can get them to do, and then we're going to be concentrating on... Yeah, we're going to grab some mineral feed. I am going to spend a fortune on buying some from the... now, yeah, that's another thing. Have I ticked it? I don't think I will have done. Yeah, there is a... No, I won't do this. I'd go for realism, but I just wanted to sort of show it, because if you was on a... Well, you didn't really care about this. There is a... I'm not sure if I've ticked it, though. I doubt I will have done. But we'll have a look. It's a bit like these, the Maypole Farm mod and the multi-fruit buyer, but it is dearer. 15,000, I think. So no, I haven't ticked it, and it is in containers. I remember seeing it. Yeah, so I will try to tick that next time, and I shall show you what I'm waffling on about. But for now, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this fantastic journey, as it is becoming now. It is. We are. I mean, we are really. When you consider just nearly £1,000 in a couple of hours, we've spent an absolute fortune. We've got 2 lorries, two. Yeah, I mean, things are moving on a pace. They really are. Yeah. Oh, the little Schaefer. Am I going to attempt it? No, not even slightly. Its bigger brother I would be very, very happy with, but we've already got, it's true, we don't need anything like that. We've already got stuff like that. We've got 2 lorries now. I'm happy with that. I do think there is a need, and I agree with my thinking. I think we'll do it right now whilst I'm thinking. We want another planter. I mean, I don't think it would be out of place to get 3 of these, but I'm going to get 2 for now. Do I buy another one of the front boxes for the storage? I think we do. I think we're going to get... Yeah, if we're going to go for that, I'm going to literally up that as well. So then, we're going to go for the multi-fruit version. Standard, and we'll stick this the same colour. I do like the Cavalier colours. I like the black one even more, but... And then we're going to go for the... I think it's in Seeders, actually, the one that I'm after. Yeah, the red one that we've got for the other one. That. It is a little expensive, but when you consider we're doing fairly well, I would say I'm going to buy that. I love the fact that it's got the wheels on it. I think that's quite amazing. It adds to a bit of realism, if I'm honest. Truly do think that. So we will indeed buy another one of those. And I do think in time we'll get a 3rd as well. I really do. I'm quite think that's not a bad idea. Oh, I could have bought that one. It's cheaper for the same thing. Is it the same storage? Let's just have a quick look. Yes, exactly the same. It is exactly the same thing, and it's modded and slightly cheaper, but a couple of grand. I'm not worried. Yeah, I'm happy. So then we're down to 153,000, but we have bought our 2nd planter and our 2nd storage box for said planter. So yeah, I'm well chuffed with the progress. I am. I do obviously like to hear what you think about how well we're doing, whether you know, it's... Do you think we're doing well or not, or what, all the rest of it? Next session, say we're going to be doing some grass cutting, and we're going to be using the big windrow on those fields, definitely. There's a point. When is our first harvest? I like to try to include everything so that you can see where the important things like this. So we have got some fields of... We've got barley. We have barley and oats mainly, and we've got canola. So then, let's have a look. Canola is Oh, actually, it's pretty much on the same month. So we've got oats and canola and barley, which are all in July. So a couple of months away is how long we're going to have to wait. Let's have a look as well. While we're being good like that, let's just make sure that we've not missed anything. While we've still got the opportunity to actually do everything. 69, which was out of now 70 and 68 are going to need scanning again, because obviously we scanned 69 not long back when we regained it, so we need to do 68 and 70. You can see it's going dark, which is it's just reflecting the date is going out of date now. So 71 and 72, pH is perfect. 133 is good, even though it says it's not. 94, 132 are good, it's just the crop type. 91, we did do that, but now, no, we can still do 91, but we're not going to, not anymore. We're going to stick to the 3 grass fields we've got. So although it's looking bad, that's just normal grass now. Yeah, even though it's showing as it is. So pH and nitrogen. Again, 68 and 70. Now is that... Now, again, it's red instead of orange, I think, because of that. Well, but it's tough anyway. It's third growth stage, so you can't do anything. It's just to be caught, and we'll get that right next time. Everything else, though, 94 is weird. Where it went around with the first couple of things were perfect, and yet it's as good as it's. Yeah, it is. It says it's all right, but something's weird about those fields. There's something not quite right in that. In a couple of places, it reminds me of Stone Valley a little bit, but it's working. Yeah, we can only do what we can do. So with no further ado, no more waffling from myself, I'm going to say goodbye for now.